if we go back, I'm also expecting if we try to retreat, we'll run into something worse than if we try to go forward.
Did I ever...
Do we still have that guy's lightsaber? A couple of things. I would say, did we ever turn in that lightsaber and get rid of it? Because I would still be holding on to it.
I think we didn't we? Last time we were at the Jedi Temple, we handed it over.
I wasn't there if you did. So
I thought we might have. The other thing is those scoped sniper rifles. Were those blasters or were those...
Blaster, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I have a sword.
I was just wondering if those scoped sniper rifles were...
Vibro swords still work if the...
Oh hey, does my fusion cutter still work?
Nope.
Vibro sword would... See, Vibro sword would work, but its crit rating I think would probably go up by 1, and its it loses its pierce, but other... Yeah, because you can compare the vibro weapons to like the regular weapons, and like it's just like the vibro sword would be a regular sword at this point.
Yeah, that's what turned into whatever the regular version is. The only person here who technically isn't unarmed is Jar.
That's because his weapons are his arm.
Yeah.
Oh no, I am definitely unarmed, at least partially.
Yeah, that's why I included you in the... Okay. Well... Look,
let's turn around and get back to the show.
We can do this.
Honestly speaking, I think if we turn around, we're going to run into something worse than if we go forward.
That's what
But if we go forward, we're never going to get out of here.
But if we go backwards, we're probably going to die trying.
Forwards is just more unknown and possibly asphyxiating to death because our respirators are broken down.
We're going to need to find
where's your sense
in the ship.
Is there any guarantee that once we get out
where's
the ship...
Where's your sense of adventure?
My sense of adventure died when I lost my arm.
My sense of adventure died in mysterious circumstances. My common sense found the body. Said that it says that it has a very good alibi.
No, but
I was going to say, oh my god, your sense of adventure was the victim of a plot of intrigue? You really should get your defenses better.
But really, like, is there any guarantee that once we get outside the ship, our stuff's magically going to start working?
No.
Or if we get to the edge of the outside and then our stuff is still dead?
Then we keep going till we get back to our ship, get back in.
And half of us have died because you're breathing in horrible acid rain and stuff.
We're breathing in roughly horrible acid air here.
Are we?
You're still sealed.
We have sealed suits.
And you have the air that's in the suits, and they've probably got some like small internal air reserves that's still going to work.
Yeah, we probably got like a couple hours at most.
If that now, probably like minutes
of resting.
Oh, resting, yeah.
That's why we need to go back. Because
I think if we go back, we are going to run into something worse.
If we go forward, we're never going to get out because we'll be even further away from the exit.
But we can shut down whatever's causing this, in theory.
No.
We don't know that it's being caused by something
else. I'll remind you that from the first time you encountered this, nothing you could do apart from recharging fix those batteries. They whatever happened just drained them completely. All the power. Nothing's been damaged. It's just all the power's been drained away.
Balance is walking back the way we came.
This is why we need one of those little hand crank generators.
Okay, another thing. How do we know the ship hasn't been affected?
We don't, but we know at least
it has an actual generator.
Yeah, we know it has breathable air in it, and that's the best we can hope for.
Actually, you know what? Since I do have mechanics, can I use mechanics to restore power to things? It might not. Pretty much at the moment it would be restoring power to our life support. But can I try to use mechanics to jury-rig something?
It's not like a broken circuit or anything. It's just the charge has been completely erased.
I'm asking.
Yeah, you'd have to figure out some way of generating electricity.
Hand crank.
Do we got a magnet?
Does somebody have a blaster they can pull apart?
I do have a tool. I do have a toolkit, and I have various I have various blasters and other things like that. Can I attempt to do something like that just to make a?
It's going to be incredibly hard.
And yeah, your jury rigging essentially like an electromagnet here.
Yeah.
And then plugging it into something and trying to charge it out of it.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Do you wish to be? You're all wasting oxygen as you speak.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say that's the problem. We really need to either
going to force it by walking back the way we came.
The final argument for going forward is that the goons that are sort of that are waiting for us at the end of this, they must have a way to breathe to retain breathable air.
As I said,
or not be affected by the charge.
Balance is walking back the way we came. He thinks, "Fuck this, I need that. I'm going to get into air."
I actually have 12 hours of air in my suit, so I'm fine. I'm just waiting for you idiots to decide something.
12 hours of air?
Go forward. It's a... I mean, it could have an oxygen tank. It is a power suit.
Yeah.
Do we have an umbilical?
See, that's something you more like you could rig.
Because if we can connect our suits to Nox...
Yeah, just top them up whenever we come low.
Yeah, 12 hours split between 6 people. That's still 2 hours each.
If we can't finish this within 2 hours, then we're
effective
doomed anyway.
Okay. You can probably try and rig one of them.
Okay, shall I make the roll then?
Yeah.
The mechanics roll to jury rig a umbilical just so we can share air.
Actually, Valance isn't doing it because I just checked and the envirosuit I'm wearing has 8 hours of air in it. So actually, I'm not panicking.
Yeah,
Actually, wait.
I have the environment hours of air.
Oh no,
mine gives me a couple of hours, but
yeah, I think the only person who has somebody has a just regular environmental protection laminate suit, and I don't think it has a specific amount of air or a lot of it.
Yeah, that would be me.
So yeah.
So honestly, Zeb is the only one that desperately needs air soon.
Well, make an umbilical recharging cable thing, whatever.
Yeah.
Yay.
What would be the difficulty of that? To share air between two.
Probably going to be hard, and I'm going to put an upgrade.
Okay.
I'll throw an assist.
Assist. I have one thing. Wait, do I have one thing? I thought I did. One moment. Oh damn, I don't. Okay, never mind. I don't have any inventor, so I can't just I can't do that. Would any of my other talents? Actually, if you want to look at it, Ray, would any of my other talents give me a boost die to something like this? Solid repair or tinker?
Tinker probably will give you some boost.
Okay. They don't specifically say it, but it's at this point I may as well. Oh! Actually, I have a utility belt. I forgot to mention this. Aha. One moment, I'll let you know what the utility belt does. I can spend 1 destiny point to perform the utility belt, produce a previously undocumented but essential small tool from my belt.
So you can spend a destiny point to essentially auto-succeed.
No,
just get
it's it's a tool.
Yeah.
So it's something useful.
Well, but an air cable might be a tool.
Yeah.
So yeah, but that means you
Or
can spend it to be able to. You'll have the cable or the tubing or whatever you need to actually do the job. You've still got to do.
Yeah.
The
Still got to do the job.
Yeah, still got to rig it up and try to get it to work.
So would that give me extra boost die, or would that reduce the difficulty?
Give a couple of boost die. Actually, what I should do is have you
boost die?
Yeah, boost die.
Just one, or how many?
Just one.
Honestly, I'd just rather spend the destiny point on upgrading myself. So.
Well, I think you're going to need to spend the Destiny die to have the piece of equipment as well. Because
Yeah.
otherwise you're not going to be carrying bits of tubing
Okay,
around.
so you're saying I actually have to use the utility belt
Yeah.
Okay, I'm spending an extra one then.
So you're spending 2 in total.
There
Yeah.
we go. Sorry, my internet's kind of a... Alright, so does this
Fine.
dice pool look good?
Yep.
Looks good to me.
Oh wow.
You managed to armor that shit. It's easy to remove everything.
Yeah. He just,
Turns out the suit came with one by default. You just had to find the damn thing.
oh look, it's just got a little socket here. Click.
Okay, the problem is we still have to pick up the suit and carry it with us. So again, what's the check to pick the thing up?
Right. Actually, Zeb, can you make me a easy resilience check? Just for the amount of time it took him to hook that up. You can have a couple of boost die for the triumph.
Resilience is brawn,
So,
it's just
one difficulty.
Yeah.
one difficulty brawn check.
But because the triumph said they did it quickly, you can have a couple of boost die. Yeah.
Well, it is 2.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh.
Take a couple of points of strain.
Yeah.
Just for kind of, yeah, you don't have that much air inside your suit before it kind of like starts running out. But yeah, the rest of you are running on time. Zeb is now tanked up to someone.
And then you can easily recharge.
Well, he's gonna have to stay connected if his suit hasn't got, actual air.
Doesn't it?
Well,
Doesn't it have a small internal store?
It should. Just not much.
I think it's got like a 10-minute store. Or so. What is it actually that you have?
Where is...
It's the laminate armor with the something or other, right? Some sort of attachment.
Hang on.
Yeah, that has a small internal store. I shelled out for a larger thing because, yeah.
No, not that.
Alright, so we'll start retreating. We'll start slowly moving our stuff back out. We have
still
enough air to
lift
get...
knock.
No. Yeah, we still have to get knock, and I still say we go forward.
Well, yeah,
What-
moving
what-
over encumbrance.
I'd prefer we go forward as well, since we have enough time to get back to the ship, in addition to explore this a little bit, as long as we
My
keep...
justification to not going forward was we don't have enough time to, but now we have 8 hours of air-ish. Yeah.
And how long did it
Okay.
take for us to... Yeah, we landed not far away from here, so...
500 meters. It shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, so we're just exploring the ship, and we have a timetable. And if we can get any way to recharge our stuff, we're
what?
back in actions. Essentially, there was like an EMP pulse. Like all of our stuff is.
Everything not a lightsaber isn't working. Okay, so I suppose I just literally pick
yeah,
knock suit
looking it
up.
Looking it up, I've got 10 minutes of air.
Yeah. That's the default vacuum sealed thing.
Where do you get a better tank for?
think
You
it-
buy
oh.
armor that comes with one.
I think
Yeah.
there's an attachment that gives a better one.
Yeah, so I imagine you're holding me up, and we're connected with an air tube now.
The amphibious modification gives you 5 hours.
Yeah, I think I bought a combination thing.
Hmm.
I'd have to double check.
part of me wants to question how well these would work without actually any power. But
The tank
Well,
of air
it's
is still
not
there.
tank. That thing's fail safe, not fail stupid.
yeah, that's why I'm not pushing it.
Yeah, they have manual valves. Just in case.
Alright, so encumbrance 20. Still trying to find that the rules for encumbrance.
Well, encumbrance, it's like you're not supposed to, but in an emergency you can, and it just gives you a bunch of black die if you try to do anything difficult.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm literally just picking Noxuk up then.
Alright, just maybe an average brawn check then.
Like athletics, I suppose?
Athletics, yeah.
Athletics is used for lifting, so.
Yeah. I put it.
I've got one.
Difficulty? Average.
Yeah.
Black dice, upgrades.
Yeah.
Actually, I shouldn't have 5 brawn because I get one of that from my armor. So I'll just have to adjust my thing for now. What difficulty, Gray?
Average.
Take a blue off me helping you.
Gray, upgrades?
Yeah, I think I will. I'll just see if you can put your back out.
Okay. So just for lifting things. Okay, for short amount of times, the rules are: your character needs to lift an object greater than the encumbrance threshold, such as an ally or who's fallen off a gantry or ledge. You must make an athletics check. Difficulty is simple if the object's if it's equal to your encumbrance threshold, adding 1 for every point over, up to a maximum of 4 points.
Okay, I gotta figure out what mine. So wait, it's what?
But encumbrance.
But since technically you have two characters, doing it, additional characters may help, adding their raw brawn to the total value of the object being lifted. So, for example, Loki with a brawn of 4 adds +4 to the encumbrance threshold of the other person.
Yeah, and I can actually help. The suit's doesn't lock up, so I can help too. So 3 people should be more than enough to lift it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna drop you
encumbrance threshold is 5 plus the brawn rating, plus whatever other things you have. Cough, cough. If you have a backpack, so.
Yeah. We stuff him in the backpack.
So if somebody has a brawn threshold of like 15 or so, and the other person has 5 brawn, you can carry him short distances at a time, because otherwise you are still straining at the weight, but you can carry him.
Well,
Okay,
without having to make any kind of a roll.
Well, like I said, I can still walk. I just need help because this thing is really heavy.
Okay,
You
but
can
then
still walk, it's just the getting the feet off the ground takes some doing sometimes.
it's just to lean on somebody's shoulders. Well, then it shouldn't require a roll, really. But whatever, I succeeded anyway.
Alright. You start manhandling somebody with a big heavy suit out the door. Yeah. It gets
Deeper into the dumb trap we're about to blunder into.
No, you actually have a lot more hair than I was expecting. So you pretty much get outside. And
I thought we were going deeper.
are you going deeper?
Yes.
Are we going deeper?
I
think you're the only person. I think you're the
Yeah,
only
we're
person.
going deeper because our time limit is now. We realized, oh wait, we actually have about 8 hours of air with everybody.
Yeah, I think nothing said. The only reason he objected was that we wouldn't have time.
Fair enough.
The other question I have, I don't think I ever got an answer. If I did, internet was so jumbled I couldn't even hear it. So we had those sniper rifles we picked up from before. Were those
they're
blaster
blasters.
rifles? Okay, never mind then.
I think only one of our
That's all.
characters, and he's not here.
No,
Has a weapon that
he
can-
sold his slug rifle, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty terrible though.
So Jar is effective. Valance can be effective, though he is missing an arm. And we have 2 lightsabers. I have a lightsaber, but I'm going to give that to somebody else who can actually use the damn thing.
Yeah, Hyla will take it, even though she's not great.
And we also who else is here? We have that other guy, right? I forget his name.
Klee, who has our
Klee.
other lightsaber. Yeah.
Yeah, who's an actual
Yeah,
Jedi,
Klee.
so. Nock is.
Yeah. Well, actually, the
Not
thing
fun.
is, Zex could be effective since lightsaber skill is based off of brawn or agility, whichever's higher.
Not since...
Though not being completely unproficient would probably be just asking for slicing your arm off.
No, we are not using lightsabers without training.
Give it to our force sensitive. Yeah, and I suppose Nock is sort of completely out of the fight unless he wants to climb out of the thing.
Well, I can fight. I've just been calculating. I have to drop some stuff and I have to take some black dye, but I'm not that far over what I can actually move.
You can actually give me some stuff. I've got some spare encumbrance rating.
Yeah, same here.
It's fine. It's just a rope and some brass knuckles, so it's nothing major.
I'll carry it for you anyway.
Alright, deeper into the ship you go. There was no giant crushed alien in a suit here because, that. But kind of like Clay is doing some sort of like meditation. I'm just going to assume he can go Jedi and just like not suffocate.
He's a fucking Jedi, of course he can.
Yeah.
He's a Jedi. He's not going to be worried. He has some magical piece of equipment that MacGuffins his way out of this.
It's whatever Kyle Katarn uses in Jedi Academy.
Right. So, as you go deeper...
And we just lost somebody, I think.
Yeah,
That's positive.
So, where'd we leave off? The last thing I heard was we're not using...
Oh, we realized that Nock can walk and he can sort of fight.
No, I heard that part. The last thing was after Zach said something about lightsabers.
Oh, we said we're going to give it to you because you're sort of vaguely maybe competent.
We're not using a lightsaber completely untrained. Pain and suffering and slicing one's arms off.
Okay, because that was the sentence that I crashed out on.
We all know that arms are the natural enemy of the lightsaber. Let's move on.
Alright. As you get the...
Or natural prey of the lightsaber, but yeah.
After another probably 15 minutes of trying to negotiate randomly widening corridors, whoever designed this wasn't much into logic. The whole ship just shudders. Just like once. And then it goes quiet. Not that it was noisy to begin with, but yeah, there's just kind of like one, kind of like...
Is that like the shudder of engines starting up?
Yes, probably.
Paranoid perception checks?
Paranoid perception checks, yeah. There should just be a paranoia skill, shouldn't there?
They really should.
I think all games need a luck score, a skill, a sanity score, and a paranoia score.
Balance is past paranoia and flying colours.
What's all this threat?
Realistically, you should only be asking like a few of us to make perception rolls, so we're not like throwing so many frickin' chances to succeed.
I'm gonna take.
Well, everybody does get a chance to succeed. It's because everybody's got friggin' eyes. But yeah.
Hank felt the shudder, and
Besides, everyone throwing dice means everyone has a chance to take strain.
Yeah, I'm not rolling though for exactly that reason.
Speaking of, that's 3 friggin' strain for me.
That felt very much like a ship, like undocking and taking off.
Okay.
Told you we should have gone back to the ship and shot it now.
Weren't you one of the ones saying we should go further in?
No, I was saying
He changed his tune.
Well, when I heard about air, but I was also proposing last session we just bombard the place for more of it. So,
Don't we need to find some critical information here?
do you think we're going to now she's left?
There might be something here still.
Anyways, let's keep going and run into this.
There was a point where we should have turned around. We've already long since passed it, so fuck it. Let's keep going and see what happens.
you'll come across. We'll give you say it's another hour of searching the ship. It's empty. There seems to be no power at all to any of its systems. Until kind of you get to a certain point, and it's like you find following the tracks again, because the tracks have been coming and going, and it leads you into what looks very similar to the temple. Another one of those kind of it's a map room / temple.
Okay.
Clee kind of holds his lightsaber up and scans across the walls quickly, and then just swears.
Sorry, you're sort of cutting out a bit.
He just swears.
Bad news?
Couldn't be much worse. Yeah, I need to report to the Jedi Council. The Sith has gone, but at least I have some idea of what's happening.
Wasn't she escape?
Sorry?
What ship did she escape in?
Some ship that was already here, or she put here earlier, or...
Yeah, probably a shuttle that was, on this ship.
Oh well.
This thing's big enough to have its own shuttles and fighters. So there's something on board.
Fair enough.
Yes, once again, you were never actually going to meet the combatant. You're also supposed to be dying of oxygen starvation. I massively underestimated how many of you got huge air tanks.
Yeah, well, I don't think we realized so these virus suits had, because we had to do that spacewalk, so we all panicked and got something that was...
I mean, I should have known better, because I do actually have a flight suit.
There is technically a spacesuit. I don't remember what that is the issue.
Which is assumed you have in a ship stock and can take when needed. But it's got
we all became a little paranoid that we were going to be stuck in space for a long time.
Yeah.
For one time. And I'm just paranoid ever since I nearly lost Jarbo to drifting off into space anyway. So
I lost Jarbo to a malfunctioning MMU.
Yeah, there is a space. It doesn't even tell you how much air it had from life support. So.
Well, looks like your paranoia actually paid off, though. I'm not going to punish you for that. You're all paranoid enough to think you're going to die of oxygen starvation, and guess what? You're now not dying of oxygen starvation.
You are now not dying of oxygen starvation. Yay!
Woohoo!
Yeah, well,
1 point.
There goes another cool set piece.
I mean, yeah, whatever.
We just wouldn't have engaged with it if we were going to die of oxygen starvation.
Well, no,
I think he wanted us to try and run away, and then maybe a fight happens as we're...
No, the oxygen starvation itself was the set piece. Try to get back to the ship before you ran out of oxygen.
No, okay, fair enough.
Should have checked our gear more carefully, right?
Yeah, well...
Don't say that, or else he's going to send off things that we're not prepared for.
You all have a weakness to this type of weaponry.
I think everybody has a weak... It's not really something that's, unique, though.
I have a weakness to weapons that chop off arms, yeah.
Well, no, I'm okay against that.
Everyone has a weakness to lightsabers and stuff.
I've not lost anything like that.
Everyone's got a weakness to disruptors, apparently.
Everybody's got a weakness to disruptors.
Okay, that sucked pretty bad.
Alright, so Clee starts heading back towards his ship.
We should too.